So today we're going to be making mercy beads. Here's what you need. 1 crucifix, 7 pony beads, and 1 length of string. To start with, you'll want to take your Sharpie and write the child's name on the back of the crucifix so that after we're all done, you're going to be able to figure out who owns which one. Just caution them not to rub their name because it will smear if they do it right away. Okay, so the next step is they're going to take their length of string and they're going to put it through the hole. And we're using a string that's kind of waxed, so hopefully it won't fray too much. If it does, you can always wrap some tape around the ends if you're having trouble with it. Okay, so you want to pull it so that the strings are even. And then we need to tie a knot down there to keep the cross in place. And you can either do a simple knot like you do when you're tying your shoes and then do an extra one on top of it, or if you want to kind of wrap it around your finger like that, and then just push the strings through your hole. Well, both the strings would be good. And then just slide it down so it sits on top of your cross. You can go like that, and that'll just keep the cross nice and tight. Alright, so next thing you want to do is take some masking tape and put your cross right on your desk and tape it down, not on the side where the name is, but on the other side so it doesn't smear it, and you're set to go. That way you can pull on it a little bit and it's not going to come undone. So what we're going to do is feed the beads on, but we're going to put them on separately. So we're going to have one bead, have the string go that way, and then you're going to do the same bead and have the string go through the opposite side. So there you go. Then you're going to pull it and it'll go all the way down to your cross. Then you take your next bead, same thing, one side through one side, the other side goes through the other side, and just pull it down so they slide right snug on top of each other. Then you're going to take your next bead, let me see, because we're doing sort of a pattern, kind of. And the kids can choose whatever colors they like, doesn't make any difference. And from the other side, like that. And you should have 7 beads. Before you do any tying of knots at the end, make sure you go around and count them, or have the children's partners count them to make sure they've got 7. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so we're good to go. Now we want to leave a little bit of space here, about sort of a finger width full of space, because you want the beads to be able to move a little. If you take a look at one of these completed ones, they have a knot at the end, and you can slide the beads, and the reason why we put the string through the opposite ends is so that they stay. So you can slide it down. So when they do one of these acts of mercy, they can slide a bead and it'll stay in place. And then once they slide them all to one side, then they can slide them back. It's also a really nice thing to be able to fidget with if you've got kids who have some sensory issues and like to be able to fidget with things. Alright, so I usually do the same kind of knot as I did before, make a little loop, and then just push your string through the loop. You need both the ends to go through. And like I said, leave about a finger pinch width there. And then just pull your knot so it's nice and tight. And since these are probably going to be on a jacket or on a backpack, the knots will eventually work themselves out. So the best thing to do is to have a little bottle of school glue handy, not glue stick, but actually white glue, and just put it right on the knot, and you can sort of mush it onto the knot. It'll dry clear, and that will make these last a whole lot longer. And you can undo your tape. And if the beads look sort of wonky like that, don't worry, because as they play with them and pull them back and forth, they'll just kind of even out. And they'll be good to go. Don't cut off the ends, because this is the part that they're going to use to tie it onto their backpack or onto their zipper, and you should be good to go. All right, have fun with your Mercy beads.